Hey everybody, I'm here today to talk to you about driving a manual car. And I will be specifically talking to you about when to shift gears when driving a manual car. So basically, you should aim to shift gears between 2,500 RPMs and 3,500 RPMs. So basically between 2,500 and 3,500. Now, you will see those numbers on the tachometer, and this is my tachometer right here on my car. So you will see the needle going up and increasing, and when it hits anywhere between 2,500 RPMs and 3,500 RPMs, that's when you should shift. So I'm going to drive down this street right here, and I'm just going to show you when I will be shifting through the gears and talk you through the specific process. So right now I put the car in first gear and I'm going to start driving down the street. And right now I'm hitting about 3,000 RPMs. I'm going to shift to second gear. And I'm going to continue to drive. Now I'll bring it to, let's say, about 3,500 and I'll shift to third gear. And let's say I was going to cruise at this point. So I'm at about 2,500. I can shift to fourth gear at this point right now because I'm basically going to be cruising. So that is when to shift gears when you are driving a manual car. Now I just want to talk to you about the specifics of shifting at higher RPMs or lower RPMs, and I'm just going to pull over here so I can quickly talk to you about it. So basically, you can shift at a lower RPM than 2,500, and you can shift at a higher RPM than 3,500. And as you can see right here, my tachometer redlines at about 8,000 RPMs. But here's the trade-off. Shifting at a higher RPM will allow you to have more power at your gas pedal, so more horsepower and more torque, but it will in turn waste more gas. Shifting at a lower RPM will allow you to have better gas mileage, so it won't waste as much gas, but you won't have as much power at your foot, at your gas pedal. You won't have as much horsepower and torque. And that is basically the trade-off. So in short, you should shift between 2,500 and 3,500 RPMs if you want a good balance between horsepower and torque and gas mileage. But if you want the trade-off for having better gas mileage and less horsepower and torque, you should shift lower than 2,500 RPMs. And if you want the trade-off of having more horsepower and torque and worse gas mileage, you should shift higher than 3,500 RPMs. And that's basically it. That is when to shift gears in a manual car. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.